What's your opinions of Kirk's death? I don't give a f about Kirk's death. I don't give a f about no white man dying. They think I care about a white boy being killed by another white boy. I don't give a f about no white boy dying. About no Peckerwood getting shot. I don't give a f about no white boy getting killed. He has 2 kids. His kids. They give a f about that white boy kid. They probably autistic anyway. Give a f about that white boy kid. F them kids. Charlie Kirk babies. Give a f all the police that die, man, f that white boy and his white babies. Nigga give a f about no white boy. The white on white crime. I don't give a f about white on white crime. White people don't care about black on black crime. That white boy in his death.
Of course I seen this video. That's Charleston White for those who don't know. And if you don't know who he is, I'm sure that's gonna look disgusting to you. It is disgusting, but I never gave it any attention because I expected Charleston White to say some shit like that because that's what Charleston White does. He's a troll. I'm not justifying it. I'm not advocating for it, but that's what he does. And the ironic thing about this, though, is that you had a large portion of society today pretty much saying the same he said in that video.
Is it wrong if I say fuck his wife and his kids too? Bitch, I don't give a fuck about any of them. I promise you I don't. Y'all like him, but condolences to his wife and his 2 kids. Fuck them all.
Bro, which is a disgusting thing, which is what I've been highlighting as of recently, right? But apparently he dropped another video where he's providing more thought-provoking dialogue, so that's what I'm tapping into now. I was just giving y'all a brief summary of who the fuck we're covering and why. But yeah, it's Charleston White, bro. He's the troll of trolls. He says the most disgusting, ridiculous things, but at the same time, he be dropping gems too, bro. He knows how to maneuver through this social media world, bro. He says the most toxic, crazy, disgusting, triggering things to get the attention there, and then he be sprinkling gems. Like, you can tell he's educated. He's like an educated retard. But anyway, he dropped another video. This shit about 20 minutes long, though, so I don't know how much I'm gonna cover, bro, but apparently there's shit here we need to address. So, let's do it.
Y'all applauded me when I disrespected Gilly the Kid, son. Y'all applauded me when I disrespected all y'all applauded that. Loved and came to the shows, even the comedy club owners. Oh, we love him back while I make mockery of George Floyd. And he said, fuck his baby. Said, fuck Woody, baby. Oh, y'all laugh. That's why nobody really like white people. Nobody really like y'all. There's nowhere y'all can go in the world where people don't frown up at y'all. Ethnocentric. Learn the word, cracker. You ain't got no friends. The black boy have been your only friend in the last 50 years. The worst of the world want to destroy you. Everybody is coming up against white people, and you know it. We've been your only friend in the last 50, 60 years. Genuinely been your friend. And you still mistreat us. Y'all time almost up. Russia don't like you. North Korea don't like you. Africa joining with China. China ruling you. You're bound to China. Israel punking you, treating you like a Russia making you suck his dick. But you playing tough with us and you're losing your country. This ain't your problem. Black Americans ain't your motherfucking problem. China is.
You know what the hell he's doing. He's gonna say triggering things that may have some type of truth to it, depending upon the listener. That's funny though, because one of my most viral videos on my Night Talk channel is from Charleston White when he calls out the black community, man. But in that video, I shared a lot of his sentiments. But as far as this conversation, the generalizations make this shit inaccurate as fuck though, because when he's talking about the white man, like Russia, China, Israel, all that, man, he's talking about America, bro. They don't fuck with America. And America happens to be majority white, bro, but it's America, period. You know what I mean? That American is tarnished in a lot of motherfuckers' eyes, bro. You pull up to a different country and you sound American or you say you're American, bro, that's going to have a certain stigma on it depending upon who you were encountering at that moment, bro. That follows all of us. And then like to try to compare George Floyd to Kirk. I ain't seen everything Charleston White put out, man, but he goes viral because he says these types of things. I'm sure I've seen him give everybody the business, dog, regardless of what happened to that particular individual, bro. He probably see a baby be decapitated and talk shit about the fucking baby. That's just him, right? But, you know, with George Floyd or Gilly's son got killed, bro. That's what he do. He say, fuck them kids, fuck whoever, fuck him, good he died, right? And I'm sure every time these videos went viral, there's people out here that wanted to cancel him, right? But there's levels to it, though, bro. Like, Kirk is the most polarizing figure that he has trolled. You know what I'm saying? So this what come with it, bro. Like, I'm sure motherfuckers trying to cancel his ass. Everybody wants to put George Floyd and Kirk in the same conversation, bro, and it's just not the case, dog. George Floyd is the black man that everybody feels represents the black man that gets brutalized in America. Kirk was a leader who stood for something, that was fighting for something. Kirk fought for what he represented. Floyd just happened to be someone who a community was already connected to emotionally if something happened to him like that, because he happened to be black. You know what I mean? Had that been Obama, now we talking. You know what I mean? If Obama had died because of a overdose or a knee to his back, the conversation's gonna be a bit different. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's about who you talking to and the appeal they have to the audience, bro. Is it due to him being white? That's part of it, but it's due to him being white and who the fuck he is, dog. The white people are the majority of America, bro. And then even with that, you got white people split on supporting Kirk or not. Right? I wouldn't know what the percentage is exactly, man, but there's a bunch of white folks out here that don't fuck with Kirk. Kirk meant something. And when you mean something to people for the work you've done, how you've influenced their lives, how you've changed their lives, you know what I'm saying? How you saved their lives, bro. You know? Motherfuckers is gonna be coming after you, bro. So it's not solely due to Kirk being white. It's because of who the fuck he is and what he was fighting for and what he represented, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, like, a troll is gonna be a troll, and that's what Charleston White is doing. He's a troll. He a smart fucking troll, dog. He is a smart troll. I will put Charleston White and Andrew Tate in the same bucket as far as cracking the matrix, bro. As far as their perspective on how to navigate this space and get the views and garner the attention and whatnot. They're some clever motherfuckers, dog. Like, Charleston White played stupid, saying the most stupidest shit, and you get him here, he'll give you some gems to fucking, you know, think about, dog. But at the end of the day, a troll gonna be a fucking troll. Let's continue.
Black America ain't your motherfucking problem. China.
So when you say Black America ain't your fucking problem, he's considering himself being Black America, and Charleston White is not Black America, dog. Charleston White is a one of one. But as a spade, China is our fucking problem. Russia is our fucking problem. Israel, depending on your perspective, is our fucking problem, dog. It's just, we're in a weird space right now, dog, and I ain't even trying to go down that conversation for another fucking video, dog, but like, I foresee a collapse of an empire here pretty soon, bro. But just, it ain't got nothing to do with white. It's got something to do with the agendas being pushed and how vulnerable we look as a nation over here, bro. So anyway, let's continue.
You think I don't know how to play on white folk? Didn't I play on y'all to get here? Didn't y'all love me for now? Y'all think half the shit I was saying I really believe? Bitch,
like, who is y'all? I mean, who is y'all, bro? We can't speak in generalities, man. But anyway.
Love me for now? Y'all think half the shit I was saying I really believe? Bitch, I've been playing on y'all. I'm an ignorant motherfucker, nigga, when it comes to fucking with white people. Pass all my white friends. Smooth motherfucker, nigga. I'm telling y'all, that's why I love Trump. Me and Trump is one of the same, because we can play on both sides of the field. Trump played Democrat, then came over here and played dumb Republican. So you got to be clever to play Democrat. You ain't got to be too smart to play Republican. You just got to remember history. and know which side to play for. Dumb motherfuckers. Yeah, that motherfucker Republican, Democrat, dumb and a motherfucker. You got to know how to play both sides. If you're stuck on one side, you're stupid. That's what made Trump so motherfucking clever. He know how to play on both sides. That's why I salute the commander-in-chief. That's where I got my game from him. I read his book. White boy can't beat me, and I done read Donald Trump's book, but I know how to play on both sides. I know how to play on the liberal and the conservative. And the independent too, nigga, because I know history. I can talk history, and I can talk law, I can talk politics, and I can...
All he's saying is how shitty of a person he is, though, bro. He don't stand for nothing. He can play both sides. That means you don't stand for nothing. You trying to exploit areas that can be exploited, which I just said, dog. He's cracked the matrix, bro. He don't give a fuck about nothing else besides getting on, getting views, making his bread, and he don't give a fuck about, like, you know, his reputation. He don't stand for nothing. Ain't no rules to his shit. Ain't no standard. Ain't no loyalty. None of that shit, bro. Like, he's just a parasite.
Talk world events. Tell you, listen, white people. Do y'all remember that they had the school shooting, the Uvalde, when all the Mexican babies got killed? I made fun of the Mexican babies.
Of course he did.
Y'all didn't cancel me. I made fun of a whole school of Mexican children getting killed. Uvalde, look it up. Y'all didn't have nothing to say to it. So who give a fuck about Charlie?
You see what he's doing, bro. And I'm sure there were people out here calling for Charleston White to be canceled. But you can't cancel this motherfucker. He ain't aligned with nobody. He is him. Unless, like, he gonna get removed from X or Instagram or YouTube or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if he got some shit going on behind the scenes, dog, ain't no canceling him. I mean, that's not true, bro. They can cancel this motherfucker, dog. When they cancel Tate, bro, they can remove his Google accounts. They can shut his bank accounts down, not choose to work with him and all that. He can be canceled, bro. So there's some people out here making some calls for him to be out here talking all this shit, bro. And that's what's more surprising to me more than anything, man. For a motherfucker to, like him and Destiny, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kirk was taken out by a bitch. You know, Kirk was taken out by, his life was taken out by a bitch. And you mean to tell me, oh, I got to sneeze. You mean to tell me none of these fucking extremist ass nationalists, white supremacists out here on the conservative side, right side, Republican side is not gonna pull up and do something to this man? I mean, but I don't know. This is the first time I recall him giving a white, like, I can't say giving a white, it is giving a white person, though. It's always been the urban community. It's always been the minorities that I've seen him giving attention to, right? But, you know, a white man of Kirk's stature, and bro was out here talking reckless like this, and society is not controlled right now, bro. It's a lot of uncertainties as far as the safety in this motherfucker, man. And for this fool to be out here talking this big shit where there is some white power motherfuckers, and I'm not calling for it. I'm surprised that it ain't happened yet. You know what I mean? Especially after he dropped that first video that he's saying he's being canceled for. Or I guess he's getting the most heat, which it makes sense though. If you take the white out of it and just someone doing what Kirk did, like to have that influence, right? Take the white out of it. He would still get this type of energy without the fucking color on it. If it was a black person that was standing for something, fighting for the democratic community, fighting for civil rights, fighting for trans rights, fighting for the left rights, and he was taken out, and Charleston White said some shit, bro, he would get the same heat. It'd be crazier heat because them motherfuckers over there is crazier. So, like, even placing the color on this dog is irrelevant. Of course there's race to it, bro, but it's more of who the fuck he was as opposed to the fucking race, dog. But with that, the racist motherfuckers that fuck with Kirk tough,
I can't fucking stand Charlie. And you know what I'm realizing? The youth don't like Charlie neither. That's why they killed him. Only the old folks like it because that's the old way. The new day ain't the old way.
And that's cap. That's cap too. I mean, we not about to be putting this shit out. Nah. There's a lot of youth that align with the left and the emotional shit and the bullshit, bro. But Kirk did his fucking thing, getting a lot of the youth to align with conservative, bro, more than most. If the youth wasn't fucking with Kirk, Trump wouldn't have gotten elected. Without Kirk, Trump wouldn't have gotten elected, bro. With as much youth as out there, Kamala should have fucking won, hands down. But Trump beat that bitch's ass. So, this is asinine.
Charlie had to get out the way. The young people, this was a young people's call. They fucking hate Charlie. You know who loves me?
When the young people
The
call.
young people. Because of Aiden Ross, Neon, all the young streamers.
Right,
you know.
That's enough. I'm good. Yeah, it's all troll shit. It's what Charleston White does, bro. You know what I mean? He is educated, bro. He's definitely educated, bro. But like he's cracked the code. He knows how to blend both worlds, man. And you know, I have those conversations with myself sometimes too, bro. 'Cause I recognize it from the people that don't give no fucks about nothing besides themselves and how to just be a parasite and eat off of situations that become available. You know what I'm saying? I could never do that, bro. Like I can never be fake. I can never be fake. I can never act like something that I'm not. I mean, I'm always pulled to do the right thing. I'm always gonna do what I'm more aligned with. You know what I mean? Because I always see the holes to capitalize off of, right? But I could never do it, bro, because I gotta stand for something. You know what I mean? But the reason why I'm saying that is not even due to Charleston White, bro. It's just where we are right now, man, where morality is not important anymore. Like standards are not important anymore. A code is not important anymore. Values are not important anymore, right? I see it all, bro. I see everybody out here just finding voids to capitalize off of and just throwing morals and values and standing for something to the wayside, man. And that all serves to the detriment of society, bro. And, you know, society's degenerate as shit. Clearly, when you have people like this attracting attention, so much so that I get flooded with messages and emails to cover Charleston White when a motherfucker like this should be irrelevant. He should be irrelevant, man, but, you know, he isn't because Kim Kardashian's a fucking multi-billionaire. You know, bitches out here busting open the OnlyFans. I don't got to go through the degenerate shit that is thriving today in society, bro. But we're headed in the absolute. We're headed to the end of days, bro. It's just the writing's on the wall, dog. It's just how you get there. You know what I mean? But anyway, thoughts.